Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and this is going to be a brief little review for Green Lantern, the animated series, episode 11, Flight Club. Really awesome episode. Lots of tension ramping up. I love how as we begin, we see that Bleeze is very much Atrocitus' general, much like her comic book counterpart, although last I saw in the comic, she tried to take over the Red Lantern Corps. But here she is charged with a very important mission for the Red Lanterns, that is, to find the code of this sort of lighthouse in space. Now, what this is essentially a bridge between two sides of the galaxy, the sort of lost zone that the Red Lantern Corps is trapped in, and the rest of space, Guardian space, where Earth and all the friendly planets are. If they somehow break through, well, of course, that spells doom for us all. So the Guardians basically charge Hal and crew with going back to the prison planet we saw in episode 3 to hunt down a Green Lantern that was kept there who has the code in hopes that Hal and crew will get it first, get to the lighthouse, and destroy it so the Red Lanterns can't use it. They go back to this planet, and keep in mind there is yellow element everywhere, so the Green Lanterns are essentially powerless through the episode. They find out that the Green Lantern has long since died, but his cellmate is a Thanagarian, and I love that because, I mean, down the line you could eventually see things like Superman and Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, if they have Hawkmen all through this episode, which they do. So their pseudo-leader is kind of Bith Rock, this character who I think is a marriage between James Woods and Bruce Campbell. I mean, if you're familiar with those actors and the kind of characters they're known for, that's pretty much what this character was. He's very much conniving and sneaky, and he is at first in chains by his own people because of this nature that he has. He tells Hal and Kilowog to, take on and fight this giant hulking Thanagarian, and once they beat him, he'll give them the code and so forth, and Kilowog gets the floor wiped with him. Hal has to defeat the big hulking brute, and then we see that, Bithrock is the kind of character who will completely just be conniving and change the deal up. So he does this throughout the episode. He even gets to the point where he sells out the Green Lanterns to the Red Lantern Corps who have shown up and decides to escape with the code himself. But this actually all turns out to be a ruse played back on him by Hal and crew in a really masterstroke thing that I don't want to spoil here in case you haven't seen it because it was just really cleverly written. But by the end of the episode, essentially, we have Hal and crew has the code. They're ready to embark, and they ask Bithrock and his people to help against the Red Lantern threat. And just when we think he's kind of changed his true colors, well, no, he says the war is not ours, let's escape, and they all take off. With, I might add, the Red Lantern Corps not too far behind. And how they fly through space without spacesuits is kind of beyond me, but whatever. Epic episode. I can't wait to see what happens next, whether the crew ends up destroying this bridge in space or not. And I was speechless by the end. I loved it. So that's going to be pretty much all I have to say on it, and I will catch you all later. Peace.